Indiana Jones, Indiana It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. Indiana Jones, Minute.
Welcome back to the Indiana Jones Minute. This is the show where we discuss the film Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny 3 minutes at a time. My name is Tom Taylor.
My name is Pete. Oh no, not Professor Plimpton. Mummert.
I'm Gerald Christopher Trigger Happy Crumpet Porter.
Cheese and crumpets. Yes, welcome back. We're all here to talk about minutes 40 through 42 of Dial of Destiny. These minutes begin with Indy dodging some agents in the department office, only to discover the dead bodies of Professor Plimpton and Mandy. Meanwhile, on the roof, Agent Mason and non-Agent Kleber search for Helena. Kleber spots her, and she evades them by leaping from roof to roof. In the office, Indy tries to call the cops, but he is captured by some agents and carted off with a bag over his head. And back on the roof, Mason sees Helena escape through the parade on the street below, and she has some words with Kleber about his methods. Down below, Indy is loaded onto a Con Ed truck and joined by Kleber and Mason. Mason questions him about why he was meeting Helena Shaw, and Indy seems about to scoff at the idea that there's anything important about the dial when the minutes abruptly end.
I love listening to you on these things, Tommy, because you make the movie make sense.
That was not my intention, but okay.
I watch these things and I'm like, who? Now there's CI. But wait, that guy seems particularly bad. And then I listen to you explain it all, and it's lovely.
See?
So I'm just gonna lay out some full disclosure. Like, people have been wondering, like, we have been recording at breakneck pace, and we're recording this. Tom just said that the last episode, the minutes right before this, we recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5.5 months ago.
Oh, get out of here!
That's
What
my
are
neck.
you talking about?
But the reason I bring that up is that in that meantime, the new Indiana Jones game, which is, when you're listening to this, by far not a new game anymore, The Great Circle came out. And we played it and did an episode, and then I kept playing it and played the whole game. And I was on a real indie high, and I was super excited about Indiana Jones. And I was like, let's get back to recording, guys. I'm excited. And then I watched these minutes, and I was like, oh, no.
That's the Pete Mummert guarantee.
God, why couldn't this have been why couldn't this have been fun like the game?
Well, I'm having fun. I still like this.
I know. You guys love the movie, and I'm happy for you.
I don't know what I do. I saw the movie once, and we're doing, I'm walking through the second time. One thing I wanted to ask you guys, throughout this entire 3-minute segment, I noticed the color blue.
Yeah.
Now we've talked about this a little bit, but that color blue is striking in this
throat
sequence.
Chakra blue.
Yes. And you see it where it makes sense. You're like, oh, okay, wombat's pants, and you go, sure, that's fine. But then she looks down at the parade, and I get it, it's like a red, white, and blue parade thing, except the blue, it's like red, white, and aqua.
Yeah.
And then they put Indy in the truck that pulls up, and you're like, whoa, dude, like the truck completely matches her pants and the parade goers, and if you notice, what's the woman in the the dead woman in the office? Yes.
Oh no, the dead woman in the office is
Mandy.
Mandy. Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. So if you look at her dress, it is the same sort of 70s aqua marine.
I was going to say that it is a 70s blue. I don't know what that means, but it really is.
It's a nice blue.
It really is.
It's one of the nicer things in the movie.
And so when I'm looking at this, number one, I kind of want to know, do you guys think that was like a CGI thing added later, or do you think they actually had all the costumers and the prop people?
I think movies in this day and age set a palette before they start filming, and they try to match sets and costumes to a very limited palette because it tends to look more cohesive if it's
I am
palette.
looking right now. Indy is checking the dead woman on the floor of the college office, and there's it looks like a typewriter in the background, and it is the exact same blue as
Yeah.
her dress,
Yeah.
as the parade, and then there's other tchotchkes on the desk.
Yeah.
Like
No, that's
there's
all intentional.
yeah, and
It's like Dick
really,
Tracy when they only use primary colors throughout the whole.
Yes. Oh yeah, good call.
But
and
to me,
so-
that awkward, like it makes it look. It doesn't look. It's still. It looks like Glasgow to me. Like it.
Oh, really?
Something about it still feels weird. Like it. And it's,
I don't know.
if it's
Looking
the
at her
color or
dress,
the
it looks
clothes.
just like your grandmother would have that couch or something.
Yes.
In that pattern, in that color.
No, the dress. I agree. I just for some reason this is not
well,
ringing true to
I
me.
wanted to ask you, like, well, Pete, when you watch this, how does it, like, how does it influence you? The color palette, and then they because then we go to this external New York City rooftop view, and then the colors are kind of
It's
muted.
gray and yeah.
but there's still a muted orange.
Yeah.
And then she looks back down, and the parade and the red of the red, white, and blue is like this. It's the same family orange, and I'm just noticing,
It's
how
because
ubiquitous.
well, they're they're complementary colors, which they're like opposite sides of the color wheel, and that gives colors sort of a more vibrancy when you pair them with their opposite number, and it's also like they've done studies that orange and blue in a movie are the
Yeah.
most pleasing color combination, and so if
Yeah.
you watch, almost every movie today is orange and blue.
Huh.
Yeah.
So does it affect your experience, your watching experience?
Apparently not, because I like orange and blue.
And I didn't notice the blue until you mentioned it. So, but I'm enjoying like the whole kind of we said this before, the whole kind of 70s, 60s hue to
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, that's working for me.
For me, it just turns out I don't enjoy watching a bunch of Nazis pretending to be a public utility and
Jerry
Hopefully
calls
get a bunch of
calls every public utility a Nazi about once a month when he tries to get his bill organized or under control, or why was I charged for this? Or, this is manna from heaven for him.
Yeah, it's the
Catharsis.
classic. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's Third Reich Wi-Fi.
I will say, I mean, you mentioned the game though, Pete, and there is like that immediately like gave me a shot of Indy love right in the vein, and it was like,
Yeah.
and it does seem like, and I defended Indy in the 50s and Crystal Skull, and I guess it's all the other Indy we've had that's not in the 30s or 40s. They're all in the 30s, aren't they? The original trilogy is all in the
Yeah.
30s. I think that is kind of what the pure Indiana Jones is, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying seeing him, not fish out of water, but seeing him in this other time that we haven't seen him in before. But that, have it in the game, like you're just straight up like, Egypt and desert and 30s and Nazis. And it's that's what
Well,
Indiana
also
Jones feels like.
It's also kind of fun. Like there's a sense of discovery. And I don't feel like there's a lot of that in this movie.
Right.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming every time we record these that everyone's screaming at their whatever they listen to this on because they hate me because I don't like this movie. But yeah, every time I watch this movie, I don't like it.
Or they're saying you said that already. Well, you don't know that because
Yeah.
you recorded
Stop
6
telling
months
us.
ago.
Yeah, I know. I forget
Why
everything.
would you eat fish if you don't like seafood?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much our
The-
entire
the
podcast.
I feel like these deaths they feel very cold. Like he just kind of walks in and it's like, oh
Yeah.
no, Professor Plimpton. Oh no, Mandy.
But he's affected. I mean,
He seems
Yeah.
he seems affected when he gets to the phone anyway.
to the point where I
just-
was like, does Indy, like he sees them on the floor, especially her. He sees her on the floor and he's like aghast and upset and he's freaked out. And I was like, wow, would a younger Indiana Jones, like from the 30s, like from Raiders or Temple of Doom or something, would he have that reaction if he stumbled upon a friend who
Well,
had
he's-
been killed? And the
we've
first
only
thing I
seen-
thought of was Wuhan. Like
Yeah.
Wuhan, he actually freaks out
Yeah.
at this level. Like he's like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. This is
and
awful.
Marion.
When
When Marion blows up in the basket. The only those I think I was trying to think if he'd ever seen a friend die, and I think
Right.
I'd forgotten about Wuhan, but the Marion was the one that jumped out at me.
That's
But
true.
he doesn't seem because it seems like when he sees other people die that aren't close, he's just kind of like,
Yeah, they had a
But
couple.
when it does seem to affect him when a friend dies. So
Yeah.
maybe he did care about these people.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you: would you guys if you came upon somebody on the floor, passed out, would you know what to do to know whether or not they were alive or dead?
In the movies, they always touch their pulse on their
Yeah,
wrist or on their neck or something, or
yeah.
they listen to their breathing.
So if
I
you,
just
I mean,
ask them. I'd say, "Are
would
you
you do?
alive?
Yeah,
Why
I'd
aren't you
kick them.
moving?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, get up."
But how do you know if they don't have like a spinal injury and you're not supposed to touch them or move
Oh
them?
yeah,
I
Like
know. And then there's
yeah,
that
I don't
whole
know.
thing. It's like you're gonna get sued.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
I guess in the whenever this was, you probably weren't as worried about getting sued.
Yeah.
Although I should point out that somebody has already done that because these bodies are both in different positions and locations than where they fell when he shot them.
Oh,
last time.
wow.
I like that
Yeah.
someone else has already come through and been like, oh, it's just Professor Plimpton and
We'll
Mandy.
put her over here.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Oh
Not
no.
gonna call the cops on these. No,
How
I'm
these
going to
people are
lunch.
in the way.
I keep tripping over these bodies. Just put them over there. Because yeah, she was on her. She fell on her. She was shot in the back and fell on her front, and he
Oh.
got
Maybe
shot
she
like right
bounced.
over her. Maybe she. Oh, maybe yeah. But the
Yeah, maybe they bounced. It was
Well,
like
so
a,
at first he doesn't know. It's kind of interesting. At first he doesn't know. He like reaches down to feel her pulse, I guess, and then
I
he looks at
guess.
his hands. He's like, "Ew, gross." So
he wasn't going, he wasn't going for a
people
little
juice all over me.
Susie Cute
Yeah.
skirt action here.
Whoa.
No, no, hey. I guess at first, so he was like, "Oh my gosh, she had a heart attack,"
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh no, she's been shot."
Yeah. Has he? Okay, that's a question. Has he ever seeing Indiana Jones with literally blood on his hand? Is that like I don't think
Yeah.
we've ever seen that before. Like I don't think he even with Wuhan. I don't think Wuhan like people don't bleed that much in Indiana Jones movies. It's kind of like a movie like trickle of blood out of the corner of the mouth, unless they're getting
Yeah.
melted by the Ark of the Covenant or getting killed by a propeller or something. But for the most part, it's kind of like, you shot me.
Yeah.
I'm dead now.
It's funny you bring that up. I don't know if I would say that Fracas Seeker from Raiders who got chopped up by the propeller. I don't know if I'd say that he bled.
Yeah, his face just sort of fled.
I don't know. I don't know how to. I mean, he was sort of julienned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't really
The
consider
Nazi
what
coleslaw.
happened bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding means that your blood is coming out of your body. But like if your body's gone and your blood is just spraying everywhere, that's a different thing.
It's
Did you see
disgusting.
the poster on the wall? Does a tiger wear a necktie?
Oh no, what does that mean?
Oh, what?
I guess it was a play or a musical. I think it was
Oh.
a play, but it launched Al Pacino's career. It was.
Oh, get outta here.
If you look at the poster, it says Hal Holbrook and I don't remember who else is on it, but yeah, it was
Oh,
Al
man,
Pacino.
I
It
can
was,
almost see it, but I can't see it
it
right
was
now.
1969.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a
Wow.
Don Peterson play.
See, I think somebody had a ball doing that.
Oh yeah.
I think they did too. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I mean, we talk about the colors and how 70s it looks, or whatever you want to say, how late 60s it looks. That really would be a blast to come
sure.
up with the. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking even like the exhaust thing on the rooftop is rust color, and you're like, yeah, of Wombat's matches Wombat's jacket
Right.
perfectly. So.
It's like they had to stage this on the roof where there are rusty things because it would match her coat, and that's why
Yeah.
they dressed her in the coat.
Yeah.
Pete, can you wear a scarf?
No.
Or is it, what do they call it? Is it like a cravat?
An ascot
like
or a
yeah,
cravat?
yeah.
or
Can you wear
no,
one of
I
those?
can't. No, I can't wear any. I can't wear any interesting thing.
Oh, why not?
Oh,
They
I
have
can't pull
colors?
off anything. No, I just
Aw.
can't pull anything. Like, everyone's just like, I look really affected or I look ridiculous.
Well, so does everybody, Pete. It's okay.
Yeah,
trick
not
is
a
I
lot
wonder
of
if I would have in
people.
the 70s.
I bet you would have gone nuts in the 70s.
I think you could get away with more in the 70s, right?
What happened? Like, it seemed like a wild time. Like, even like conservative people would be like just wear wacky stuff.
Yeah, they're tied.
just-
Like, yeah, the actual fashion was
like
nuts.
the
Yeah.
bell bottoms and the
Right.
crazy colors and
Crazy
the
plaids
like
and clashing things. Yeah.
Yeah, and like no matter how conservative, like you had like mutton chops or long sideburns or like
Yeah.
everything was crazy. Like the weird hair is.
Unless you worked at IBM.
I kind of feel like, you know, in the late 60s and the early 70s, it's like, all right, well, you would get together and you would play pinochle. But then that was replaced with key parties. And you're kind of like, I guess there was this sort of free love, do whatever the hell you want, like make your collar fly away
Yeah.
and wear aqua and put your key in a fruit bowl.
See, to me, that aqua is part of why this doesn't look real. Like like Tommy said, it's red, white, and aqua. It's like it's not an
Yeah.
American '70s color in this context to me.
I do think that, I mean, yeah, I think that they pre-planned all their colors and everything, but I do think that in movies they constantly are tweaking the colors, like
Yeah.
after the fact.
Yeah,
And there
that's
is,
true.
especially when she looks down at that parade, there's a very like, this isn't quite real kind of
Yeah.
look to
Yeah.
everything. Like, whether
Yeah.
the colors are just popping too weirdly, or there's
There's that
fake
weird, like,
confetti or something. I can't really tell. Yeah.
yeah, there's that weird rocket with a big number
Yeah.
11 on it, like that floating balloon rocket.
Yeah. Floating in quotes.
Yeah. when did the Thanksgiving Day Macy's parade start?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, when did they start with those big floating balloons? Is that did they start with the Macy's parade, or did they start with something else?
Oh, I don't know.
I remember seeing much earlier pictures of the Macy's Day Parade, and the floats were like bizarre, like 8 stories tall, and
Here's a
they were
clown,
enormous.
and it wasn't like fun. It wasn't anything
Yeah.
cool. It was like here's a dog, here's a clown,
Yeah.
here's a dork.
Macy's parade giant balloons made their debut in 1927.
Wow.
The first ever balloon was Felix the cat.
Oh, I take it back.
Felix
Yeah,
was
wow.
filled with helium and simply released into the sky at the end of the parade.
Wow.
There were no
Felix,
survivors.
That's crazy.
when they had first discovered helium.
Yeah, this stuff is great. You can just let it go, and it's gone forever. You don't have to worry about it. Let God worry about it. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're coming back.
So
Hooray!
Pete, we have the we got Johnny Bad Guy. He's got the sort of concrete gray slab suit, but one of the questions I have is he's got a striped shirt or
Yeah, like a red and
Yeah.
a rose-colored striped shirt.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And then of course with that he has a solid color tie.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, if you have a striped shirt, can you only wear a solid color tie?
There was a really influential book that came out, I think it came out in the 70s, by the Custom Shop in New York City, which is like one of the big, tailors, if you're going to look smart. And they had a thing, and I had this book, and I read it religiously, is that you always have to plan your outfit. It has to be 2 plains and a fancy.
Oh, really?
And it has to be,
wow.
suit, tie, and shirt. Only one of them can be a fancy. So only one can be a pattern.
Oh, wow.
So this is like the conservative tailor way to dress. Like you have to have, like if you're gonna have a striped shirt, then you have to have a plain suit and a plain tie. If you're gonna have a fancy tie, then you have to have a plain shirt and a plain suit. Like for them, it was you could only choose one.
That
Not everybody
that's
got that memo in the 70s, I can tell you.
No,
that.
the 70s that went wild. And I wonder if that was partially in response to that. What
Yeah,
was
you
going on
can't
in
tell
the
me. I'm going
70s?
to put stripes this way and this way, conflicting on the tie and the shirt.
I feel like
gonna be
that
great.
is the key party. 2 plains and a fancy.
Put your order in at the beginning of the key party. I'll take 2 plains and a fancy. That's how I roll. Don't tell my wife.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm kind of like a solid shirt guy with a striped tie. I guess I put the fancy in the tie. That's how I've lived my
Yeah,
life.
the tie is more of a
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
yes,
like
I
agree.
solid colored ties. I'm not saying they don't have a
Although,
place.
you know what I like? I like solid colored ties that have a texture. So
Oh.
like a
Oh.
herringbone texture, but it can still be a solid black tie.
Oh,
So you
sure.
kind of
Oh,
you kind of sneak one in.
wow.
So you kind of do a plain fancy flancy, like something in the middle.
By the
Do
way,
you-
Pete, I've been to events and like funerals and stuff with Gerry Porter. When do you think the last time he actually wore a tie was? What is he talking about?
I don't know.
High
When the
school?
last time I think I wore, did I wear? No, I was going to say I wore a tie at your father's funeral. I was
I
like, no, I don't know
don't
if I
know.
did.
You didn't
wore
go to my father's funeral,
pink-
first of all.
You wore
And
pink
second of all,
pants
you wore
and
like,
like
a
a-
maroon.
Yeah. Like a plaid polo shirt.
Yeah. I
like
mean,
a-
I wouldn't have it any other way, by the way. I'm not
That was
complaining.
your mother's funeral.
But then Jerry's pretty good with the plain fancy because he'll have the plain maroon pants, the plain teal T-shirt, but then like a patterned polo shirt, like a plaid polo shirt over the top. So he's
He basically dresses like the Joker. He looks like Cesar Romero from the Batman show.
via the custom shop and what was that guy's name? Mortimer Levitt or yeah.
And yeah, I'm not complaining, Jerry. I'm just pointing out.
Jerry is
I don't
one
know
of
when you get to when you get to enact your tie action. I don't know
Sure,
when that
sure.
happens.
One of my favorite things there in our society today, there are very few individuals who have a unique presence. And I'm very happy that Jerry has always been one of those who does.
I don't.
One of the nicest moves you ever made in your life, Jerry, speaking of weddings and events and stuff, we were at our friend Joe's wedding, and you didn't have a tie, so I lent you a tie. I had this really nice gold tie, which
then
I
he
think I
set it
still
on
have.
fire.
And he set it on fire. I'm like, what a dick. No, you borrowed it, and we're sitting down to dinner, and you're about to dig into this like big thing of spaghetti or something, and I saw your face. You're like, you know what? And you flipped the tie over your back, started eating spaghetti, and immediately splooged all over yourself with spaghetti. And you missed my tie, and that was fantastic. I appreciate that.
I'm glad that's one of the nicest things I've ever done.
Well, no, you knew that was going to happen, and before it did, you flipped my tie over your shoulder, and you're like, okay.
That's awesome.
Tommy was nice enough to lend me this tie. I'm not going to ruin it for him.
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
You're a
no,
good
sure,
friend.
sure.
It's bittersweet that there's still balloons and champagne glasses and stuff from the
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
With all
Yeah.
these dead people
Yeah.
lying around. What are you going to do? Happier times. Right, Pete?
Just like
Remember-
playing the game.
Remember last week?
Yeah.
When everything was fine?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I also keep feeling like Tommy Taylor in this. Like I keep thinking I could be watching Vertigo right now.
Pete, I'm looking at the word vertigo on my notes right now. I made the same exact note. That's incredible.
I
You
feel
and
like
me.
we brought this up in the last episode 26 months ago when we
I wouldn't
recorded
know.
it too. But yeah,
And then after that, you get like we're referring to Helena jumping from roof to roof,
because
and
it is
stuff.
very like Jimmy Stewart.
It looks a lot like Vertigo, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this
think
doesn't
they
happen
ever-
in Dial M for Murder, but there's a bloody handprint on the phone.
Oh yeah.
In this,
What
with
is
Indy.
the deal with that phone? I don't understand the phone because the camera lingers on this bloody phone, and you're like, the inspector's gonna solve the mystery later by bringing back this bloody phone. Like
Indy was
lingers
brilliant
on-
to leave blood all over the phone.
like it's
as
like
as
a clue, and the camera just lingers on it while everyone else leaves the scene, and it's a really weird shot.
I think it's more just like a note. It's like
Yeah.
that's Mandy's blood on the phone. Everything was cool a while ago, but now there's blood on the phone.
Now Mandy's blood is on the phone.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Wasn't that a song?
I do feel like that shot is a little bit like remember these.
Yeah,
as
it really
like
is
a
the
rotary
70s,
phone.
kids. It is
Yeah.
late 60s, yeah. By the way, I looked, because he calls the operator. He dials the operator and
Yeah.
asks to talk to the police. But I looked it up, and 911 started like a year before this movie takes place.
Oh wow.
So he should have been able to call 911.
Yeah,
But
but
do you
he
think
would think
he
if
may-
a man that age wouldn't think, this
Yeah.
newfangled
Yeah.
911,
Sure.
I'm going to phone that.
There's all those radio PSAs constantly telling me what number to. I
Yeah.
can't retain it. I don't know.
Nope.
Let's call the
Klondike
operator.
832, give me the
Yeah.
police.
Operator, connect me with that
Klondike.
emergency number that's so newfangled and cool.
Well, how does that seem? I need the police.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does that feel like an indie moment? I get, you know what? I guess it does if he's an older Indiana Jones, and totally.
I don't know.
That
Yeah.
is a really good question, actually. Like, again, okay, yeah, would like a 30-year-old Indiana Jones finding this, would he call the police? I guess we've only seen him in places where there really aren't police you can
Yeah,
call.
you don't really see him do that.
Maybe he
Yeah,
would
'cause
always
a lot of the-
love to call the police. Like, oh my God, my bodyguard just stole an idol from me, and then he got a spike through his head. Police, quick.
Love to go. I like when Belloc
Why is it always up
shows
to me to solve all this stuff?
Yeah. I'm just imagining now. He's like, ah.
What do I do?
He's got the bazooka aimed at the ark, and he's like, oh, I
yeah.
really wish I could call the police right now.
Yeah. Hey, they're stealing the ark. What? All right, I
Yeah.
guess I'll get a bazooka. No, cops are never around when you need them. Damn it.
Well, they put why did then we get that moment, where you see the gun show up right next to Andy's head, and
Yeah.
all I could think of was like, Guten Tag. You know what I mean? They kind of have
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that's kind of a famous shot, I guess. I was thinking again, I'm like, oh, we've seen this type of stuff where a guy sneaks up on Indy, sort of out of the frame or half in
Yeah.
the frame, and
Yeah.
that feels very nice and familiar and Indy like.
And when Mason is chewing out Claber, she's like she had it in her hand. She's like
Oh,
almost quoting
yeah.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
You trigger happy cracker. That is hard to say. I don't know how she got that out. Trigger happy cracker.
Yeah,
You got to
that
be
is.
wearing the jacket to say it. Like you got to.
You really
Yeah,
do.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not pretending to be able to pull it off. I'm just quoting her.
I
There's
do like
something
that
about
Indy
that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, please.
No, there is something I don't know, pleasantly familiar about hearing dialogue like that. I mean, again, like the whole like late '60s, '70s thing. I just watched the French Connection again the other night. And my son, by the way, could not have cared less about the French Connection. Sorry, everybody. Film history it's not a thing anymore. But yeah, just I mean, you do not hear that stuff anymore, and I'm not
Yeah.
necessarily saying you need to, but it's a nice throw. It's like the teals and the telephones and the typewriters. It's
Yeah.
a nice little period throwback.
Mm.
Pete agrees 100%, and you can send all the letters directly to him.
To Pete.
I do
Yeah, I
like
love.
that.
I want Pete's gonna get the postcards. Dear Trigger Happy Cracker.
Yeah.
I do like that Indy tries to punch his way out of this, and then the guy just immediately puts up his arm lightly and blocks him. Like
Right.
that's
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's the one
Yeah.
part that feels okay. That's real. I like
Yeah.
that.
And he
Now-
attacks the one guy with the gun when, like, we don't see him, but we realize
Yeah.
he's standing right in front of Indy with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he's swatting away the one guy with the gun, even though the other guy has a gun pointed right at him, which, again, is
Yeah.
pretty Indy. Like,
So
what's
let
he
me
gonna
ask
do?
you, why do they put the bag over his head, walk 4 feet,
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know what that's for.
and then they put
Like they don't want him to see that. They don't want him to have a bad taste in his mouth about Con Edison.
Right. I knew it. Well, that's what happens with Gerry. He calls Con Ed. They throw a bag
Yeah.
over his head. They bring him someplace, work him over a little bit, mostly in the gut, and then
Well-
take $10 from him and go.
Right before we get there, though, what's the story with all the bagpipes? I like. Is that a nod to Glasgow? Like why?
I was gonna say, like, did Glasgow say you have to put this in, otherwise you can't use our town?
Your marching band can't have a marching band. It can only have bagpipes.
Right.
Is that was. I mean, was that a thing in '70s New York that you had to have bagpipes for?
That does
Ticker
sort of
tape
feel
parades?
like speaking of like the Macy's parade and everything. It feels like a kind of standard. There's
Okay.
balloons, there's bagpipes, there's a marching band, there's cheerleaders.
There are
there's-
bagpipes. I don't watch a lot.
I'm
of
going to say yes, absolutely, even though I have no idea. Like, it feels like that would be right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody look it up.
Macy's.
We'll pay. The next Macy's Thanksgiving parade will probably happen while we're still recording this, so we can pay attention and come back to that.
The FDNY Emerald Society made its debut in 2015 parade.
Really,
Well, they made-
2015.
Maybe they
Well,
had
it's just
another
that one
Yeah, I
specific
don't-
band. Maybe they had other ones.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to look. It's hard to look stuff up. I mean, obviously everything's kind of crazy in these days. Like technology's getting worse and worse, but it's gotten really hard to look up questions.
Oh, really? Just because you don't know if like you're actually getting information, or because
Well, but it's also like most of what you get is AI or like like it's hard to get just ask a factual question and get a factual response.
you get a lot of you're saying a lot of misinformation
Well,
and
not just that.
distraction.
It's just they're just a bunch of like ads for stuff
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like stuff about completely unrelated stuff. Like it's just, I feel like the Google search algorithm has gotten worse and worse.
I've
It
started
is-
using DuckDuckGo instead of Google.
Hmm.
Oh
which is
yeah, and what
supposedly,
do
like,
you discover?
I don't know. I get the information I'm looking for.
Oh,
That's kind of fascinating.
It's usually porn,
Yeah.
which you could find anyway, but it comes really clear and straight through and without any fuss. And
Well, that's why it's duck, duck, go.
no, but it's supposedly,
You're looking for-
they
yeah.
don't track your stuff. You don't get ads based on their stuff and everything.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
It's like, clean
Yeah.
and simple.
It did used to
No
be
one
like
has
you
to know.
type into the search bar, why do I have a headache?
Yeah.
And it would be
Here are
like
some
you're
common reasons for a
probably
headache.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where I feel like I should be able to type in anything and get exactly the right answer. Like sometimes I'll type in
Yeah.
like, what movie should Jody and I watch right now? And it'll give me like some
No, it
some
knows. It
actress
just
with-
doesn't tell you. Like, because it knows it'll make more money off of you if it tells
Yeah.
you something else.
Yeah, go to these 5 sites and see if they have anything for you. We'll get a little kickback.
Yeah, that's anyway. My answer is I have no idea when marching bands were when bagpipes were in the Macy's Day Parade.
Somebody will tell us.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Please
That's nice.
chime in the crusade. And,
Yeah. Well, I
let
want
us
to know what people feel about how, like I said, how do the colors affect your watching experience?
Mm-hmm.
Just is it something you're even aware of, or do you feel comfortable? You're like, oh
It's
yeah,
like a mood
it's
ring.
period. Yeah,
It's
like a mood ring. Yeah,
that was a '70s thing, right?
Yeah.
a mood
if
ring.
not
Yeah,
60s,
for sure.
And it's still around. I mean, they're perennial. They're
Yeah,
they've never gone away.
perennial.
Yeah, what else? I have a dumb note. I'll go through all the motions of making this point, even though it's so stupid. The
I
guy
love it.
hands her a here's the file on Jones, and she's going through this file. They're in the back of the Con Ed truck, which I don't think it's an actual Con Ed truck, guys. I think these guys aren't actually Con Ed.
What?
That's what I'm reading between the lines. But they take the bag off and he says, "Who are you?" And she says, "That's my question." But my question is, why would she ask him, "Who are you?" when she has a file in front of her that has every single bit of information about him? She knows exactly who he is. So that's not her
Yeah.
question.
That's a good question. And also, why does he then immediately surmise that they're CIA?
That is a good question. Why does he say CIA? He could have said FBI. He could have said cops.
He could have said
Yeah.
burglars.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
could have
effing
said-
Nazis. Like, he could have said a lot of things, but he
Right.
says you're CIA.
Yeah. That is interesting. I don't know. He's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, is the CIA who he worked with in Crystal Skull, or was that with?
That is a really good. I mean, it was at least Army intelligence. Was that the same thing as the CIA back then?
I don't know.
That's a really good question.
Maybe
Maybe that's why. Maybe that experience kind of clued him. Oh, you're those people. You're.
But then couldn't he be like, "Hey, I know General. What was it?
Oh, Bob Ross.
I know Bob. I know Bob Ross." And they'd be, "Oh, sorry, sir."
Yeah, he'll give you a happy accident.
Did you guys notice that the back of this truck does look a little bit like the interrogation room where Indy gets questioned in Crystal Skull.
Wait, by the
Oh,
Army guys or by the
by
Russians
the
in
Army
that
guys,
time?
like
Oh, okay.
a little bit. To me, it did.
Maybe.
Maybe because they plop him down. He's surrounded by guys who got questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be.
I don't know the color of it though a little bit too.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not like
gray.
it's like a muted blue hue or gray hue. Yeah.
See, like right here, I'm looking at the shot of Indy in the truck next to the Kleber, and I don't know. This looks like if you told me this is an Indiana Jones movie, I would. There's no sense that that's the case. There's no.
No, I'd say this is like a prequel to the Fugitive or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or like I don't know. Yeah. But it's like I kind of like that. That like you find out this is an Indiana Jones movie. Again, in theory, I don't know if it always totally works, but I like seeing Indiana Jones at another time.
Yeah.
I feel like I could like seeing Indiana Jones another time.
Sure. Or could maybe you can't. Maybe he really needs to be in the 30s. I don't know.
It turns out at least this is sort of like remember in the Star Wars Holiday Special when the Empire makes everybody in the cantina makes everybody on Kashyyyk watch the the cantina.
Yeah.
That their lives are better by the comparison.
Right.
To me, every time I watch this movie, I think of Crystal Skull being better by the
Oh
comparison.
my God.
Which is
Wow.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
Like
just had the exact opposite thought earlier today as I was watching these minutes. I was like, oh,
That's
you know what?
interesting.
This movie, like, it's not perfect, but it works so much better than Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
It just feels
Yeah.
better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
not to me.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
All right.
funny.
That is. We're funny people.
We are. Yeah.
Well, speaking of funny people,
Oh, yeah. Gerry, you know any funny people? Oh, my God.
this just in, coming over the wire from Professor Christy Porter. Let me see here.
Got to get out the code book.
Yeah.
Yes. What
Ovaltine.
are the first three things in Indiana Jones's file?
Oh, his name, his address, and his social security number. Next.
I mean that like what do you think it says there? It's a
Yeah.
good question. Is it like does it say like professor of archaeology, or does it say found the lost Ark of the Covenant?
Right.
Or does it say? It seems like it would say former agent, United States government,
Oh, yeah.
undercover Germany. Like it seems like
Yeah.
the fact that he was an undercover spy would be pretty high up on his.
Yeah, that's
thing.
true.
Or is it like a centerfold thing that just says his likes and dislikes or something? Likes, sand and artifacts. Dislikes, bureaucratic fools, Nazis,
Cabin
bad
rolls.
dates.
Do you think it lists everything like when he went to that island and they had to made the statues come to life and they went to like all the comic books and all the books? Like, do you think that's all like it's just a huge
Yeah.
like
You
6,000
talk about
page file?
you mean that
Yeah.
book we read or whatever it was?
The comic, yeah, we
Oh,
read that
the-
comic. It was one of
Yeah.
the comic books.
Were they all
my
dipped
God.
in gold and there were like people
Yeah,
in
that's
there or
What was
something?
it?
Yeah.
Wait, what was
Yeah.
the name of the comic book we did?
What was it?
And
was-
the lost Atacac.
Yeah. I'm
Indiana
looking it
Jones
up.
and the what was it? Was that the first comic book they ever did or something?
Or did we pick
Yeah.
a random one?
No, we started with the first one.
Oh, okay.
we're
We should do some more of those.
Maybe. Those are kind of fun.
Yeah. I'm just trying to
Comic
get out
books
of
has
this
been
movie.
replaced by video
If
games.
you would like to do anything.
Can we do Young Indiana Jones?
No, that's not funny. Stop it. I think we actually see his file later in the movie,
Oh,
so maybe we'll be able to answer Professor Christy
oh, that's
Porter's,
exciting.
question.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Fun.
I am on eBay right now, and you can
Yeah?
get Further Adventures of Indiana Jones #1
Mm-hmm.
signature series Harrison Ford. It's $4,000.
Oh, like he signed it or something?
I don't know. I'm
So
looking
what does that
Further Adventures of Indiana Jones #1 Harrison Ford. Oh, signature series Harrison Ford's SS autograph auto
Oh.
1983 Marvel.
Wow.
The
I still
Further-
have
wow.
mine, but nobody signed it, so nobody.
Oh
cared.
yeah.
I'll sign it.
Huh?
Oh, thank you, Pete.
There's no title. I'm just looking at the cover.
Yeah. Gerry's making stuff up.
What was it?
Yeah.
The end. I can't remember what it was.
There was something. There was,
Yeah.
there was like Akator. I don't know.
Akator. I think that may have been it.
No, that was Crystal
No,
Skull.
that was from Crystal Skull.
Oh, you're dumb.
That was it.
I saved your tie. Damn it.
You did. I should treat you with more respect. I'm sorry.
Oh, you know what's amazing though? On the cover of this comic, it looks like Indy has an eye patch. Like it looks
Oh,
like
get
this
outta
is the
here.
timeline
It
where
does.
it
It
turned
does.
into he turned into the
Stop
banister
it.
slider.
I don't like this. Get me out of here.
No, it does. It totally looks like he has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. He also kind of looks like Tom Selleck.
He does, yeah.
Wait a minute. If you look at it, you're like, who's the dude in the back? Doctor Doom? You see what I'm talking about? The guy who.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Indy's
yeah.
Right.
No,
No, that's
Dr.
Moon Knight.
Doom.
That's old Moon Knight. Oh, the Icons of Ikemonen.
Oh,
That was the name of
yeah.
that issue.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry. Next issue is 22 Karat Doom.
Wait, we did that one too, right? That's the one where they dipped the
We did
people
like
in
the first 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, we did the 22 karat doom because that's where they dipped the people in that gold.
Yeah. That was a real cliffhanger. I almost didn't make it. Well, all right. Well, guys, it's good talking about this movie with you.
Yes.
I'm glad that it's so seamless. Everyone listening didn't notice a thing of our something gap, whatever we did. So it's working like gangbusters. And I encourage all those beautiful listeners to come back next week for the next 3 minutes of this movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, right here on, you guessed it, the Indiana Jones Minute.
You killed her. That wasn't from an Indiana Jones movie, was it?
But it's fun to say. Killed her.
Pete, do it.
Wait, what's that from?
It's from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
You killed her.
Oh. I don't know that
Don't
line.
shoot the potion.
Wait, Pete's not going to say it, is he?
No.
They killed her.
Hey!
I don't know the reading of the lines. I'm just
you
trying to
nailed it.
mimic your reading.
Yeah,
really good.
it's when the ding dong, the witch is dead. That whole thing, and the guy comes over. He's got the big muff top.
Yeah,
hat
you think
on.
they're going to be all furious and attack them for melting
Yeah.
their witch queen, whatever?
Yeah,
You killed her. That's awesome. Thank you.
I just thought, what about
Finally.
Mandy?
Did they really? Was there really? Did one of the Munchkins really hang himself when they filmed that?
Oh, that was the story that
Yeah.
Roger Waters from
I-
Pink Floyd strangled a
Yeah.
guy or something. No, there's some weird image you can see, it's like the Ted Danson cutout in whatever 3 Men and a Baby or whatever, and you think it's a ghost in the window. There's
Oh, yeah.
you can see some weird movement in the woods in some shot, and they're like, oh, that's the guy killing himself while the camera's rolling or something. I don't think it is. No, thank
I'm
you.
looking here. It's okay. Here's the internet for you. Wizard of Oz suicidal Munchkin.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
It's actually just a cutout of Ted Danson.
I'm just gonna leave that right here.